create atmosphere, add color, and bring life to any setting.
Look at that. Isn't that great?
Flowers in all their beauty. Next on Rachel Ashwell's Shabby Chic. Flowers are at the center of shabby chic style. They inspire Rachel Ashwell's designs, decor, and quality of life.
The reason I love flowers so much is that, to me, they're timeless. It just reminds me of going back centuries, hundreds of years. They haven't changed. Where would the world be without them? Can you imagine? Everything we do is just so somehow inspired by a flower.
Flowers are a part of everything that Rachel creates, from fabrics to furnishings to decorations and ambiance.
When you look at flowers, just how beautiful they are, their colors, whether it's roses, whether it's hydrangeas, the smell is extraordinary. The whole detailing is just wonderful about them.
Their simple beauty and elegant imperfections are expressions of the shabby chic way of life.
The way that this rose is right today is at the exact perfection of shabby chic, because it has its absolute beauty in color. I mean, all the different little gradations of the pink. It's a little bit richer at the outside of the petals, but inside it's just deliciously faded.
In the next half hour, we'll find out how Rachel shops for flowers and vases, selects flowers, creates and displays arrangements, and ultimately, how she's inspired by these natural wonders. Rachel visits a rose farm, where she not only collects flowers, but expands her appreciation and knowledge of roses.
If I had to choose one place on earth to be, it would be somewhere kind of like this. Any opportunity that I get to come in any kind of big, massive rose setting, whether it's a garden or my friend Christie's farm here, I can't miss out on it. It's really where I get all my inspiration from. Everything about flowers to me is patience and just observing beauty and accepting nature the way it is, that it has a time to bloom and a time to be born and a time not to be. They're lovely. I would use to decorate a tray for my kids or somebody, if I'm giving them breakfast in bed, say, just chop off their heads and just sprinkle them around on the tray. When eventually you've made so many breakfasts in beds that you have no little flower heads left, you can replant the whole pot.
Another popular and inexpensive flower is the hydrangea.
What's great about the hydrangeas is that I can buy a whole pot like this, and I can then just cut them down and put them in a vase, and then of course I still have the plant itself left that I can replant in my garden for later use.
Variety, convenience, and low cost make supermarkets an essential stop for purchasing flowers.
What you can also do is make a relationship with the person in charge of flowers at the market. You can special order stuff, treat your local market as though they were the florist. Oh, great, Rosa, thank you so much. Gosh, look at these. Look at how just absolutely lovely that is.
Coming up, searching for vases on Rachel Ashwell. Rachel Ashwell's Shabby Chic continues with selecting vases. The art of displaying flowers, the shabby chic way, celebrates the beauty of the vase as much as the flower. Searching for unconventional, timeless, or imperfect vases adds character to arrangements.
There's all kinds of places to look. We can look at the flea markets, we can look at the antique malls.
A shabby chic staple is shopping at flea markets.
One of the reasons I love shopping at flea markets is for all the diverse and unique things that I find.
Here she finds treasures that will become vessels, vases, and containers for colorful blooms. One vendor has a perfect shabby chic collection of bottles from the 1950s that capture Rachel's interest.
What a charming collection of milk bottles these are. Already being used as a lovely display for some lovely anemones and sweet peas. They're just fantastic, and obviously the fact that there's so many of them is what makes a great statement. And they just have a really lovely, simple quality. We can just line them all up, perhaps maybe in a bathroom, maybe in a kitchen. This is a perfect size vase. I like the proportions of it. I like the fact that it's got a pretty wide neck, so you can actually get a few nice stems in there. And I think they're a nice stocky, you know, the width of the lip is really nice. I love to see the little writings, the little 1 pint, and just the little details that they did have a past life.
Rachel is drawn to containers, not always intended for flowers.
this shaving mug, for example, you could put in this little portion here just some nice little petals and a tiny little display, maybe in a bathroom, just tucked away somewhere that you wouldn't normally think of putting. Maybe put one by their bed if they want.
Frequently used rooms like dining rooms and living rooms are the perfect settings for displaying arrangements.
So I'm going to add these two vases that we worked with to this big one, but it's a little too large to actually put on the center of like a living room, because this is where you would converse with friends and stuff. So I do think it's nice to just put it off to the side. And again, white, of course, is my thing. White covers, white lamp, white this, white table. But this wonderful just burst of color, which for me is pretty bright.
Rachel's family is often involved with all her creative endeavors. Her daughter Lily helps her set a festive table.
I'll do the cake, but I picked up these. I know these are really for like a little baby shower thing, but seeing as you're all girls, I just thought it'd be nice to just kind of put a few around each plate, however you want. Just do whatever you think is pretty. And then I'm putting these geraniums and stuff just to kind of camouflage the bright green garish icing, but kind of, you know, these aren't to be eaten. Is there anything else you want me to do for this little gathering?
Apple pie.
Apple pie, okay. Well, we'll pop that on the oven before we go to the dance, and when we come back, it will be ready.
Gathering beautiful flowers in timeless vases, arranging simple yet elegant bouquets, and finding perfect places for display. The beauty of flowers complete on Rachel Ashwell's Shabby Chic.